Eliana was talking about shoes and shit. You know what? Fuck it.
She has caused no end of misery. It's time she brought some joy. Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon, jester to the Inquisition, in flat shoes.
History's greatest malevolence, Inquisitor. I am the jest of Orlais already.
Yes. Alright, this is Jado. We back at it again with Dragon Age Inquisition, picking up right where I left off on the last one after the Winter Palace and shit, making them have a truce. So now, honestly, I don't even know what the fuck the next one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to get a lot more power, so this is probably just gonna be side quests or whatever. I remember last time I used up like almost all my power. Ain't Cullen up here. Oh no, this ain't where he at. What is this?
You're the Inquisitor.
What's up?
Mother never told me the Inquisitor was a mage.
That's not such a terrible thing, is it?
No, it would be worse if you couldn't touch magic at all, like being blind.
Kieran, are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see what's on his hand, Mother?
I did see. 'Tis time to return to your studies, little man. My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
I didn't know you had a son.
Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad. Perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom troublesome.
Yeah, where Jado got? Where the boarding?
Will his father be joining us as well?
'Twould be most unlikely. His father helped raise Kieran for a time, but events have conspired to take him elsewhere. So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
He seems like a fine young man.
But not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise. No son of mine would be raised in a marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. His future will be difficult enough without my adding to his burden. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tara Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
You swear it? That's rather serious.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
So what's up? Let's talk some more.
Wandering the gardens, I see.
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari Wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer.
The time is 10
I am not
o'clock
interested in their
p.m.
comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight?
The Blight began in the Kukari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. He is the reason the Blight was defeated. We became close. Closer than I even thought possible. When I left, he pursued me. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
Tell me more about your son.
He is a very special young man.
Special in what way?
In every way. At first, Kieran was a means to an end. But as he grew, I never thought of myself as a mother inquisitor. I had no good example to follow. I find myself becoming something I can barely recognize.
I leave you to the garden.
That's enough.
Of course.
For now. Oh, I can sit in judgment. I love doing that shit.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, oh, make it, the smell is everywhere.
You know what?
I was going to use them for dinner and then...
Them later. With Eric at. What up, Eric? What's up? You writing another book?
Put that stuff aside. Take a break.
Best advice I've ever heard. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
Yeah, I mean, I would say just be my friend, but...
I don't even know how to deal with all this. Just make something up. It'll be fine.
Oh, so we're saving the world through bullshit now?
Yeah.
All right, I can manage that. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Whatever I am to Thetis, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Alright, let's play some Wicked Grace. That's it.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted.
Oh, they
Anyway,
was
you need
fucking
something?
cheating you. Nah, I think I'm actually good right now. Really? Oh, just B. I'm looking for the, I'm good. But let's judge some motherfuckers. I gotta talk to everybody. Yo, this fucking throne look yo, I like this throne. It's some shit. What's that? Is that Kunari? Yeah. Sit in judgment on these motherfuckers. Is that a female Kunari? That's how they look? I never played as one. This shit look gangster. Though it looks uncomfortable too. That hard ass stone. Let's who probably gonna judge that the one who tried to
Impressive,
kill.
is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I judge?
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
So everyone I come across that I don't straight up kill, still more lives in my hand. I kill enough as it is. Still.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility.
Respect my authority.
But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
I'm judge, jury, and executioner. Let's do this shit
Is there
now.
anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Yeah. There's gonna be a few people, I believe. Let's see who's first. Who's the first person on the chopping block? Let's see.
I do not believe a reminder is necessary for this accused. Her capture and disgrace could not have been more public.
Oh yeah.
Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon,
Humiliated
although her
this
titles
bitch.
are among the dignities already at risk of forfeiture.
What's up, Duchess? It ain't been that long, but how you been? Oh, this shit froze again. What the fuck? It's gonna kick it. What the fuck?
You spared her life despite her treachery. What becomes of it now falls to you.
Oh, I can. Oh, what the? This game bugged out. Come on.
Out of your element, Floriane. Welcome to the Inquisition. My party.
Bitch!
Despite her posture, Lady Floriane has acknowledged your authority.
Should I curse you on behalf of the Elder One? I realized he had no intention of honoring the concordats I manipulated. Do as you must. I respect your mastery of the game, even as I despise your victory. Celine does not know her fortune.
What to do with you? Alright, let's see. Repent in the cloister, put her to work for us. Common work with the common. A jester's outfit. Exile. So what to do with her? I want to be an asshole, make her fucking be a jester. You know? I kind of want to do that. I don't know. But put her work for me, though. God, work for us. Let her repent in the cloister. That's crazy, too. Exile. With bad shoes. Liliana was talking about shoes and shit. You know what? Fuck it.
She has caused no end of misery. It's time she brought some joy. Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon, jester to the Inquisition, in flat shoes.
History's greatest malevolence, Inquisitor. I am the jest of Orlais already.
Yes. She a fucking jester now. What's that guy's name from Skyrim? Cicero? It's not. Oh, okay.
You recall Garion Alexius of the Winter.
Oh,
Ferengian has given him
Alexius,
to
yeah,
us as an
that dumb
acknowledgement of your
motherfucker.
aid.
Right?
The formal charges are apostasy,
His
attempted
son.
enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own life.
You tried
no
to
less.
kill me, motherfucker. Look at you now. Look at you. You beaten, defeated. Then your son
The Winter has
died.
disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the
'Cause of
former
him?
magister as you see fit.
Then he felt bad. It's long coming. Come on, motherfucker. Why is it doing this?
After what he's done, it's time someone did.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You think that?
You've won
Render
nothing.
your judgment.
The people you say
Inquisitor.
the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come.
Oh, I can make this son of a bitch a tranquil. Or I could have him work. Nah, but he probably still loyal to Corypheus. That's probably dangerous to make him research magic. He probably try to do some shit and fucking go back to Corypheus. I don't know. Well, he probably still could. I don't know. I could straight up kill him now. He tried to kill me. Imprison him. I don't know. I kinda. Shit. This is a good one. I don't know. Serve magic. Fuck. But make him tranquil, you know, that is fucked up. But he did a lot of fucked up shit. Or just put him in jail for life. Or just straight up just kill this bitch. I'll make him research magic.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve, under guard, as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution. Very.
He wants to die anyway, so that makes it even better. Still like torture for him. Ain't this Sarah's room?
One for the Empress. For Gaspar. Briala. The Duchess. And Caritas. Right in the dangle bag.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a butt for the throne. A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. Want to stop a party, I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
Alright, talk to... Wait, what's that? Sometimes she got money.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask.
What's up?
Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through?
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger ears, I guess. Shut up.
Alright.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Anything else?
Ready for waiting.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Crazy. Alright, here he go. Yeah, I knew he had something to say.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in Fall Redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
Enter.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Are you angrier at Corypheus or Samson?
I don't know. Samson at least should know better. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded. As leader of the Inquisition, you... There's something I must tell you.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to... watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Anything else?
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails. But the indifference to it all.
Showing interest reveals weakness. Something nobles are quick to exploit.
No doubt you're right. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. Celine and Gaspard rule a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
What up?
The time is 11 o'clock
Anything
p.m.
interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius's son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
It doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
That's something you actually miss?
Who wouldn't? All the drama, the scandal, the petty maneuverings. Back home, we engage in social affairs with the grim intensity of war. When blood is spilled, the battle is won.
Less fun when you're the target, but to watch.
My. Yes.
I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
Shepherd. The shepherd's famous word. Alright, Liliana, and I think I'm done. Alright, where's she at? Oh yeah.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
Anything else?
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend and there were so many things going wrong.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out.
I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the Archdemon. We won the day, and I thought the Maker smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
I'll leave you to your work.
Inquisitor?
What's up?
If you vraiment... My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the De Winter.
What's wrong?
Is that a note of distaste I detect, Mother Giselle?
I admit his presence here makes me uncomfortable, Inquisitor, but my feelings are of no importance. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carinas. Are you familiar with them?
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
I really don't remember this. So Dorian's parents? I really don't remember this.
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
They don't want Dorian to know? That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor.
I might tell him
I
though.
will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for. Is it not?
Yeah, I don't know. Cause I like Dorian. I don't want to lie to him. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's Solus. So she's probably above him. So I must have passed Dorian's right there. Hey, should I tell him? Where the fuck is she at? Hold on. She would be over here thinking she, look at this shit, look at all these galleries, like she's some above everybody type shit. Fuck out of here. I'm still gonna be nice though.
Inquisitor, I find myself in the unpleasant position of asking you for help.
Isn't everybody?
There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
I don't think so.
I didn't know you were an alchemist,
I remember
Vivienne.
this though.
What exactly is this project
If I
you're working
remember
on?
correctly, it's to
It is a
save
special
that,
request from a member of the Council of Heralds.
a husband or whatever.
I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
I'll just get it done.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success. You acquitted yourself well enough in the game, my dear, and now you have the gratitude of an empire. Well done.
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the circle?
After the circles
she
fell,
ain't
their
gonna like
libraries were
that.
plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located. if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the circle would be in your debt.
Yeah, she wants the circles restored. I got different plans. They're gonna be abolished. No more treating mages like shit. Yo, your parents wanna see you.
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Barry Allen.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
My father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical.
I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with the message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed.
I don't think it's actually.
We'll find out soon
I think
enough.
it's his father himself. If I remember correctly.
I can't believe my father's gall. Of course, he couldn't come here to Skyhold. No, that would be too much. But contacting some southern cleric on the sly, much wiser. If this is some Venatori connivance, I will be utterly disappointed.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
Okay. Game bugged out on me at first.
Uh-oh. Nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father.
Oh, shit.
So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
Considering you lied to get him here, Dorian has every right to be furious.
You don't know the half of it. But maybe you should.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then?
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
Your father might be here to reach out. You could give him a chance.
Let's just go.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. For your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Don't leave it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
Damn, we back in Skyhold.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual. Alter my mind. Make me acceptable. I found out. I left.
Can blood magic actually do that?
Maybe. It could also have left me a drooling vegetable. It crushed me to think he found that absurd risk preferable to scandal. Part of me has always hoped he didn't really want to go through with it. If he had, I can't even imagine the person I would be now. I wouldn't like that, Dorian.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
This. Yeah, Dorian. This motherfucker crazy.
Oh, I
Yeah, I heard that.
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
Oh? I'd like to hear what these rumors are exactly.
I could not repeat them, Your Worship.
Repeat them? So, you've shared them before?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Yeah, she was saying some shit.
Well, that's something.
She didn't get to you, did she?
No. It takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
I wish they wouldn't disparage you. They don't know you.
They know you even less than they know me. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countrymen, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me.
Yeah. I like Dora, he's cool. Alright, now on... What is this? Nug Totem. Drake Stone. Some demons up in here. Around the whole bunch of Drake Stone.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
What is up in here? Oh, Red Lyrium.
Red Lyrium, and a would-be miner, I believe.
This is dangerous.
Did you believe the Conclave could achieve peace, Cassandra?
I had hope, as did we all.
The Templars went to war to force mages back into their circles,
let's go back
which the mages would never agree to. What solution could Divine Justinia have offered when all sides rejected compromise?
The war was going nowhere for either side. That they went at all showed they realized this.
Or they believed the other side would relent.
We shall never know now.
What's up in here? Valammar.
Must be an old dwarven outpost.
What was it for?
Trade, maybe? Your guess is as good as mine.
What's up? Oh, you ain't done.
One down.
What the fuck was that? Take that. I don't mind it at all. What the fuck is that sign? Oh, man. Side entrance. Oh. Where's the mechanism? I'm picking up. Oh, that was good. These Drake stones. There's a lot of Drake stones, man. It's gonna end up being a fucking one of those small little dragons. Drakes. It ain't gonna be a full big one. You know, outside of someone who's okay, Dark Swarm. Oh, look, you don't have to think. Okay, it's gonna be some Dark Swarm.
I can do that if you wish.
I got that. Thought you think I'm weak just because I'm a mage? I do it all. I could pick a lock, break down walls, and dispel barriers. I'm a jack of all trades.
Want me to handle that?
No, I got this. You just sit there, stand there, and relax. Do all the heavy lifting. I would say heavy hipster. Okay, I ain't gonna read this one. So much to read. First this can now and I'm trying to steal some of the product. Just a little bit, just to keep, he says. No shit. Trying to make a little extra on the side, thinking I wouldn't notice. I won't be undermined. Your cousin said we could trust Brenner, so you handle it. If I'm not happy, you won't be either. But you have to kill somebody. Root. I said it once and I'll say it again. I love loot. More loot for me, the better.
Darkspawn. These won't be the last.
We may be too close to the surface for these to count as deep roads. But have I mentioned I hate the deep roads?
Some dark swamps. What's up in this one? Oh shit.
Son, I've had enough.
Oh, hell, motherfuckers.
They've been watching our movements.
Yeah, it's definitely something. If y'all don't hear it, something wrong with y'all. I hear a lot of shit up in here. Ever since I first arrived. I'm not about to get all this shit. After this one. This is more damn, it didn't add a code essentially. I need one more, right?
Perhaps something is still missing.
Yeah, it's called another cog. Probably gonna have to kill some dog spawn. What's down there? See, y'all hear that shit? I got
Want me to handle that?
No, I got it. I knew you was gonna ask. What's going on? The mosaic piece. Okay, I got the second gear. Dark spawn shit. No.
Want me to handle that?
He really think he the only one. Oh shit. Let's go deeper into it. I just got this wheel. Let's activate it first.
Outpost must have been abandoned centuries ago, and yet it remains relatively intact. Dwarven architecture certainly is sturdy.
Oh shit, where the fuck y'all come from? Damn, motherfucker, you know what? I'm about to blow your ass shit. Oh, it's a shortcut. Okay. This is the one where I was at before. Okay, so it was just a shortcut. Alright, that's cool. So something like that. Oh, that's the shit. Oh, this is what I saw. Let's go. I think we didn't go this way. Come on. Wait, is there enemies up there? Okay. I feel like something gonna happen once we cross this bridge. Oh, that's a big one. What's up, bitch?
The Darkspawn are coming up through here.
Well, let's seal it before more join us.
That holds the Darkspawn back.
Bro, you really think this small little bridge gonna stop Darkspawn? I don't know. I wanna kill the fucking dragon. I should be level high enough to kill him. I remember the first time I played this shit, when I first encountered him, I just came up in here, I was on my horse, just minding my fucking business, and out of nowhere. I see your ugly ass. What's up, Frostback?
Looks like dragon territory.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I'm Bogan. Ready. Yeah, definitely had to bring you for the first dragon. I'm gonna kill all 20, if it's 20, right? 20 of the dragons. That's something I'm definitely gonna do. What that? Yeah. I should just go to the battle location. You fucked me up last time. Yourself. I don't got time to do it on my own. Do it for you. You still ain't hit yourself. What's up, motherfucker? We going to the location. I don't hit yourself. Let's go kill us some motherfucking dragon. Alright, look, he waiting for us. He waiting to get his ass whooped. Alright, I'm about to just jump to there. Meet me over there. What's up, bitch?
That is magnificent!
Yeah, I know. He about to get his ass whooped. What's up, bitch? Kick his ass. Oh shit, I hate that. Oh, stuck underneath. Inquisition. Dragon hunters. Now don't run, motherfucker. Alright, actually, that's not what I meant to do. This is. Ooh, right in time. Get down here. Really? You gonna do some big shit like that? This is Skyrim jumping on top of the buildings. Oh, this ain't this one he's coming. Oh, this ain't that. Get down here! I'm gonna show you what this. You know what? Heal yourself, Dorian. This motherfucker not playing. I'm trying to beat y'all motherfuckers. I need some more of this. Get close. Fuck yeah. Get down. I wish I had dragon rank. Put him down. Round. Get down here. Shit. This bullshit again. What the fuck? Motherfucker, put me to sleep. Oh shit. That shit scared me. Get down, bitch. Get out safer. Oh shit, I hate this shit. Stop being a little bitch. Really? You that far back? I think I'm going. Put your ass down. Oh, he did that sleep shit again. Oh, so when I so he's about to do some bitch shit again. knows it. He just can't accept it. Alright. Take that bitch down.
Is everyone all right?
Never better. See the way everything lit up when it tried to fry us. Now that is a fight.
That last burst of flame nearly roasted us.
That's what's up. Oh, really, y'all still want some?
One down.
Dragon blood. That's what's up. Yes, she does.
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
If I'm guided by anything, it's you.
Oh, excellent. The blind leading the blind.
I don't think you're blind.
Clearly, you haven't been paying attention.
Haven't I?
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Inquisitor, come, have a drink. To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend. Oh.
Strong.
I know, right? Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred. Here, your turn.
I hate when it does this.
That thing you just said. You shouted it during the fight, too. What does it mean?
Oh, Tarsidathan Halsam.
Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us?
I know, right? Oh. Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi, the glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Why do you think the Qunari think of dragons that way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more dragony than most people. Maybe it's that. But a few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
Dragons are big and powerful, but they're just animals.
They're more than that. Shit, the Vents used to worship the damn things. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink. Oh. Nice. To dragons.
To finding the biggest, baddest things in the world and showing them that we're badder.
Anan.
Motherfuckers drunk as a bitch. Yeah, but I'm gonna kill all 10 of them dragons. What the fuck? I can't move.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Oh shit. Alright. Killed the dragon. Had a drink. All is good. Alright, so I'm gonna end it now. This is J-Dog. And I'm out.